Odds are either you really rock with these sneakers or you find them utterly atrocious. Whichever camp you fall into, I can't blame you. These are the Cactus Plant Flea Market Air Force 1 lows. Last seen in 2020 as part of a very troublesome release, to put it lightly. Those who were successfully able to cop got a very high quality Air Force 1 with nicely added details such as script overlay and materials such as 3M, or they could have profited more than $500. This is what led to everyone being so hyped up about this brand new rendition of the CPFM Air Force 1. Well, at least almost everybody. But just before we jump into the details that comprise this sneaker, I did want to make you aware of the latest release from my company, or a watch. This is what is known as the ultra thin mirror watch, a watch comprised of a high polished mirrored monochrome finish, solid stainless steel ultra thin 6.6 millimeter case, sapphire crystal, a quality Japanese Miyota quartz GL22 movement, all for a significantly lower price point than any other automatic movement that's available today. For a limited time for this exclusive pre-order, I am offering 25% off to you, my Locust and Wild Honey community. Simply just type in Locust and Wild Honey at checkout to access an extra 25% off the already insane value of the ultra thin mirror watch. And now back to the sneakers. Once you get the shoes in hand, you get this special CPFM branded box, which is primarily off black with branding hits all throughout. As you can see here, I did opt for my true to size, which is a size 9, and I found it to fit just perfect with a little bit of wiggle room. Once inside the box, we're greeted with honestly a pretty nice bag, which is made of this really nice terry material, got branding all throughout with nice contrasting details. Got some special tissue paper, and then we have the sneakers. My initial impression of these sneakers in hand absolutely do match my expectations. This moss green colorway is definitely really unique, and I very much look forward to styling them because these shoes are just a statement. One addition that I very much do appreciate is the fact that they came with an extra set of medium fat laces, which are absolutely going to be on the shoes as I wear them, just adding a bit more detail to the sneaker overall. The upper base layer is comprised of a very nice tumbled leather base layer with more tumbled leather overlays that make up the swoosh, the air and sunshine scripts on each respective shoe, and the heel tabs. Now, to add a little bit of contrast and allow the script to stand out a little bit more, we have here this nice 3M material that does outline the script on both shoes. This addition cannot be understated. I think that it adds such a nice touch to this already 3D effect, letting you know you have a very special pair of Air Force 1s. Now, one thing that was a bit of a surprise was that the green panels all throughout the shoe don't exactly match. So while it looks completely tonal online, once you see them in person, you're gonna notice that the quarters don't really match with a toe box, nor do they with the script overlays. Not necessarily the biggest of deals, and that's not to say that I don't like that look, because it does make the font stick out that much more, but I figured it was something worth mentioning for those of you guys who have like a little bit of OCD when it comes to completely tonal shoes. Apart from that, you essentially get everything that we know and love about the Air Force 1, namely the encapsulated air sole unit housed in this very thick rubber midsole and outsole. Now, I do like the sneakers overall. I think they're definitely a very fun color, and styled with outfits that are a bit more toned down, I can see a lot of potential with these. Just a really dope pop of color, or as I mentioned earlier, a statement piece to really take your outfit to the next level. Now, with that to say, I'm not exactly crazy about the tumbled leather used on the shoe, and a lot of you might be thinking, Paul, you just mentioned that it was a tumbled leather, but as I've said time and time again, tumbled leather does not equal quality. Based on just wearing these shoes for about 30 minutes, I'm already starting to see some pretty significant creasing, which is to say I don't anticipate the shoe aging very nicely over perpetual wear, so that's definitely something to consider when it comes to this sneaker. Now, I can't say that definitively, but if you do own the black pair or the white pair that released back in 2020, please comment down below what you guys' thoughts are and how they aged over time. In addition, though they look very special as they are a very loud sneaker, I can't help but think of Shrek. When I see the shoe in person, the color just reminds me of Shrek the ogre from the cartoon, but I think that will subside as a product of time and seeing the shoe, styling it over and over again. But that's essentially as far as I can criticize this shoe. It's got a few low points, but in my opinion, opinion, the good far significantly weighs out the bad, especially when you take into account that I was able to hit on these for retail. These are gonna be a fun shoe to style. I really look forward to throwing some fits together with these shoes here. I've always been a fan of the off-white MCA Air Force Ones because they're an Air Force One that are very bold, but I never had the opportunity to pick up a pair. I feel like this will be a nice good warm-up to styling a loud colorway of an Air Force One. But you guys let me know in the comments down below what you think about these sneakers. They also dropped in like a purple or magenta colorway, those of which I unfortunately took an L on, but I will take what I can get. How'd you guys do on this release? Do you guys plan on paying resale for these boys? Or do you fall into the camp that finds these absolutely atrocious? If so, I wouldn't blame you, but that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please be sure to communicate that to me by liking today's video and subscribing to my channel with notifications on. Don't forget to hit the link below for exclusive access to the Mirror Watch, and I will catch you in the next upload. I'd like to thank you guys so much for the continued support. It will always be a major privilege of mine to get to serve you through making products as well as content, and I consider myself insanely privileged to get to do so. Catch you in the next upload. Peace and be blessed.